advertising, passion, persistence, communication. The 5 pillars of any business. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Nonix Ali, and I'm here to serve you better. With trust, trust is two-way. It is you to trust first, then the other partner will trust back. In any business, if you do not establish a line of trust, you cannot manage the business. It is always you to trust the customer. Sometimes a customer might come wanting something on credit, and if you cannot trust, that means you will not do business. So there is always a need for trust. If you cannot trust anyone, what assures you that they will trust you? If you see yourself as someone who is doing business the best way and is holy, then you should also think of the other people in the same way. They actually want to do business with you. But if you cannot trust them first, then they might divert and take the business deal to your competitor. So always mind about trust whenever you're going to enter a business. However, you have to understand the person you're going to trust. Another thing is advertising. For the case of advertising, you might be the best person ever. You might be having the best profession. You might be actually having the best skills ever that have ever existed in the world. But unless you advertise, who is going to know your product? Who is going to know what you are bringing out to the market? Some companies have actually made a lot and become big just basing on advertising. Coca-Cola of Warren Buffett and his partners spends a budget on advertising which is actually more than very many countries' national budgets. So the more you advertise, the more you create awareness. And for the case of advertising, it's not about the number of people who will not buy your product. It's about that one individual that has known the product and gone ahead to make an inquiry. When they do, answer them well and welcome them. And by doing that, you will actually create a line of customers with advertising. So advertising is a pillar in business. If you cannot advertise, no one will know your product. Or if they know, it's just a few people who are near you that will know that probably someone somewhere is doing something that is just in your neighborhood. But if you advertise, even someone overseas can know your product and ask for it. And if it is of best quality, he or she will inform others. And that means you're creating a large market just from advertising. So every time you're starting a business, a company, please consider advertising as a crucial. For the case of passion, many companies have succeeded largely because of passion. Their founders, their co-creators, loved what they were doing. It's not that the business journey has been straightforward all the way. No way. If you could read a biography of some of the richest men in the world, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and many others, you will actually find that at some point life was totally difficult for them. But because they loved what they were doing, it was easier for them to continue doing business. And at the end of the day, they really achieved what they wanted. With passion, it means even when there is no money, even when the condition is tough, if you're doing what you love, trust me, you'll continue doing it. But if you're doing what you are not interested in just because of money, then you might not make it. It's not about money when you're starting an organization. It's about your passion and serving people. If you can serve as many people as possible, that means you'll get a lot of money. It's not about how much money you're going to make when you're starting an organization. So with passion, you are assured of succeeding. Without passion, you might face challenges and maybe you consider quitting the business. And you know what? The time you quit is the time when the opportunity is about to knock. So, love what you're doing. And if you're doing what you love, which is two-way, you will actually succeed. Because you will be having that urge to continue doing business, to continue transacting, to continue going to the workplace, even when you know at the end of the month there is no salary, even when you know that at the end of the year there is no money to pay rent, but you even have your side hustles that will pay for the business that you're doing. That is passion. Persistence, which is the fourth pillar. For the case of persistence, the moment things get tough and you're not tougher, then you might quit the business. You have to be persistent when you're starting a business. Even when you already started, there is a need to continue exercising this trait of persistence, because things might not be going on well. Things might be hard. Don't expect everything to be straightforward like how it is on your plan. Expect challenges, but also have a remedy for that. Have a solution that you will put in place in case you face a challenge. How will you go about it? And when you're persistent, you're assured of winning, because the more you persist through different challenges, the more you are ready to grow your business and the more the experience. As you know, the purest gold has to be heated first. So you must accept and be persistent for you to succeed in business. That is the fourth pillar. Without persistence, it might be hard for you. The fifth pillar is communication. Communication actually is the lifeblood of any organization. An organization which lacks proper ways of communication might find it difficult for them, even dealing with the employers, even dealing with the employees, even dealing with the stakeholders. The organization might find it difficult. Even the customers. Communication is right from top management to the ground, even the customer and back. It is the lifeblood. Without communication, without proper channels, it will be hard, trust me. And that is why I am bringing it as a fifth pillar. And the earlier you communicate, the better. When there is a challenge in any business field or in any business sector, please ensure your channels of communication are proper. Because when you get to know a challenge or when you get to know a complaint at an early stage, it will be easy for you to go about it. It will be easy for you to have a remedy and solve the problem when there is still time. But the more your communication channels are corrupted, that means it will be hard for you. And the easiest way to make sure your communication channels are straightforward is by motivating staff. If your staff are motivated, they will serve the customer, and in case of a complaint, you will get that very complaint and have a remedy. So treat your staff as if you are the one in the staff. I don't know if you understand this. If you're in the staff, how would you expect your employer to treat you? So that is the way you should treat your staff. Put yourself in their shoes and see, would you treat them that way? If it is the right way, then you're on the right track. Because what you accept for yourself is the best thing. Thank you so much for watching. And in case this video worked for you, please consider subscribing, because every week we shall send you a new video all focused on developing you into a better person. See you next time in our next video.